Grace and peace, y'all. I hope everybody is feeling blessed today. All right, so today my reflection point was on one of the biggest issues that we deal with when it comes to walking as a Christian, and that is how you identify with shame. Shame can be its own beast when it really comes to formatting control over the human psyche. And when it comes to being religious, shame is weaponized heavily. You'll find that when you're in a church, when you're in a congregation, and you're being spoken to when it comes to on behalf of Jesus, that you should not do certain things because those things are so bad or so terrible that you'll feel shameful. And Jesus and God will judge you. And this couldn't be further from the truth. One of the things we forget when we allow ourselves to live in a position where shame is a factor is how open the understanding Jesus really is. It has always been pushed that we are humans living a human experience on an earthly plane. We are here to learn about ourselves, and the only way to truly learn about yourself is to step into things, make some sort of mistakes, so that you can figure out the best way to navigate to the actual goal that you're looking toward. If a child felt shame for standing up and attempting to walk and then failing at it their first few times, why would they want to continue? We're not supposed to put those negative connotations of negative emotional attachments on trivial things. And they are very much trivial. I know many Christians who would say things like, oh, you're not supposed to dress a certain way as a Christian. Well, honey, truth be told, I'm not supposed to dress anyway. I'm supposed to be living in Eden, butt naked. So if I decided that I wanted to wear a crop top, a tank top, or whatever, as long as my energy within it is pure and I am moving within proper virtues, moral code, and I'm carrying myself of a certain standard, guess what? The way I'm dressing is not the problem. The problem are the ones who choose to identify that as lustful or utilize it as a tool, and even the person who's judging it. If I decided that I was going to no longer live by religious standards, by forcing myself to stay in positions where I am unhappy for the sake of the look of things, for the sake of holding a certain status, that is my right to do so. It is my right as a human to learn about life through experiences, and that includes going after the things that I am most passionate about. So if I decided that today I'm going to dance for the Lord and it includes a twerk, guess what? I'm going to twerk today. This understanding that shame is what holds us all back will help free a lot of people. Because when you truly understand that shame has no weight in your life, you can't feel shameful for failing. You can't feel shameful for going after the person that you love, even if it hurts someone else. Because honestly, you can't be hurt if somebody is choosing to go after what they're passionate about. If you are hurt because of somebody else's choice toward their life goals, their job, their passions, that is a you problem. And your pain isn't from that person. They did not inflict pain on you. You decided to hold pain as shame over them. With all of this said, we need to start identifying the truth in ourselves, because that's what it's all about. You can't feel shame when you live in your truth. If your truth is you hate that job and you need to not be doing it, regardless of how much of a pay hit you're going to take, that is your truth. If your truth is you walking away from that relationship because you're just not happy here, you know that's not where you belong, that is your truth. And if the truth is that you decided that you was going to give up everything in your life because all you want to do is preach the gospel and teach people how to be happy in an everyday lifestyle situation, we're going to go ahead with that truth. And anyone who has an issue with it isn't even living that true Christian lifestyle, because that would mean that they are judging your walk. Everything is orchestrated by the Lord, so that it includes your lessons. So if you decided that you were going to go down a path that many would probably judge and call imbalanced. Who's to say Jesus didn't orchestrate that path for you? Who's to say Jesus didn't carve out a path that was going to be completely difficult, that was going to look away, that was going to make a lot of people raise an eyebrow at you like, where you going? But that's where your true happiness lies. It's up to you to decide what's worth chasing. And a lot of times, it's the thing everybody else is going to try to shame you for. So when you no longer allow yourself to be shamed, you start living happy. You start living happy. And you start living free. So, free yourself for whoever this is for. Love and light and peace.